There's something about the changing of a year that no matter how I think about it, how little I care about it, it leaves me pensive and thinking about it. So much so that I intentionally distract myself by watching films, other people's art. And one of those pieces I saw was a film called Ryuichi Sakamoto Opus, playing by himself on a Yamaha grand piano with a fuck ton of microphones and a film crew who are mostly his family, playing things he's written for the last time, as he was terminally ill when he made it and died shortly after. It is likely the final time he got to play. And something about that struck me. Like, it's brilliant to watch because you can see him playing through the pain. You can see the disease get at him, but more importantly, you can see the joy and happiness. You can see him compose. You can practically hear the orchestra that he's hearing in his head as he remembers these pieces, these moments, these places, the people, everything that made his life. It's there in music. That's a musician. And it made me wonder. I described myself for years as a failed musician. I am a guitarist. And it made me wonder, am I satisfied with that? Little childhood story for psychological analysis. In the second grade, I got an award for musical proficiency achievement playing a fucking recorder. So in the third grade, riding the high of that, that's probably the earliest memory I have of achievement. I tried for choir in the third grade. I was the only kid who didn't make the cut. That I remember that is telling. That I remember that goes to my point of the musician versus the guitarist. Because I am a guitarist. Look, all rig, no gig. I'd like to talk about the things, the tools, more than I do actually like using them or learning them correctly. Very few lessons, very few songs learned. In fact, this year, I didn't listen to any new music, not even new to me music. It's the first time I've clocked that. I don't know if it's never happened before, but that's a problem. These videos that I make, even the ones where I'm talking, which is something fairly new, they're an excuse for me to write. Even as a kid, when I was in a band in high school, all we did was write songs. Rarely learned other people's stuff. Wanted to play our own, write our own. That's something inherent in me, I think. So these videos are me being able to pick up the guitar and write and play. And you can see them at the end of every video. There's an entire playlist of this stuff as well. But none of it's music. All of it is the seed of music at best. A lot of it is just, here's 4 chords, I'm gonna fucking solo over it and see where I go with it. Which is not really particularly good as a writing experience, or presumably, considering everyone bails out by the end of these videos, a listening experience. So that sort of half-assed nature prevents me from being a real musician. keeps me being a failed musician and am just a guitarist. I question, is that enough? Now I'm questioning it to a friggin' camera to put out into the world if that question matters. Stupid. Where was I going with this? At the end of the film, there's a black screen with text on it in Latin because it's a Criterion movie, so it's got a bit of pretentiousness about it, which says, "Art is long, life is short." And I don't think I'll ever forget that. Changing of the year, pensiveness, thoughts, resolutions, even though everyone knows that resolutions are just broken promises. What will my art be? As pretentious as that is. This shit's up on the internet. It'll live for longer than I will. Unless I take it all down, who the fuck knows? Is it enough to just have a play on the internet? Do I want a band? Do I want to write? Do I want to finish something? Do it properly, instead of half-assed, which is my nom de guerre. Nom de guerre, that's the wrong French. So the question is, can I be satisfied just being someone who plays guitar? Or do I have to be someone who makes music? Is guitar enough? I don't know. But let's have a play and see.